Trying to sugarcoat, but I'm flying so high. I don't even know if I'm coming down. You rock my boat when you hold me so tight. The world just disappears in front of my eyes. I'm telling you why, this ain't no madness. The smoke and the mirrors are memories now. The sun's gone down like a river rushing way up above. This ain't, yeah, this ain't no sugar-coated love. This ain't, yeah, this ain't no sugar-coated love. I stay in bed, I still got the feeling that you're next to me. Stuck in my head when lights go off. You're everything that I could ever want. Your touch so soft. Not looking for no heaven or gold, 'cause I got you, I got you. Don't wanna show us off, but you're my all that I need. Trying to sugarcoat, but I'm flying so high. I don't even know if I'm coming down. You rock my boat when you hold me so tight. The world just disappears in front of my eyes. I'm telling you why, this ain't no madness. The smoke and the mirrors are memories now. The sun's gone down like a river rushing way up above. This ain't, yeah, this ain't no sugar-coated love. This ain't, yeah, this ain't no sugar-coated love. This ain't, yeah, this ain't no sugar-coated love. You and me, everything that we've been through has made us strong. You won't believe we've had our gray, but somewhere there's a light inside of us. It shows the way. Not looking for no heaven or gold, 'cause I got you, I got you. Don't wanna show us off, but you're my all that I need. Trying to sugarcoat, but I'm flying so high. I don't even know if I'm coming down. You rock my boat when you hold me so tight. The world just disappears in front of my eyes. I'm telling you why, this ain't no madness. The smoke and the mirrors are memories now. The sun's gone down like a river rushing way up above.
Hi, and welcome to Creator Fundamentals. My name is Dan Currier, and I am here to help you simplify YouTube. The music's still playing in my ears because I need to click that button. That is so much better. I can actually hear myself think. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the weekly live stream here Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. If you're new to the live stream and you want to see content that can help you simplify YouTube, consider clicking that subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you don't miss future content. Now that I got the music not playing in the background, it's much easier to process my thoughts and actually complete my sentences. So thank you so much for coming and hanging out tonight. Like I said, we do this every week. It's an opportunity for us to come and hang out, talk a little YouTube, answer any questions you might have about your channel or YouTube, and then we'll get into some channel reviews later on this evening. Thank you so much for everybody coming and hanging out tonight. Been a crazy day. It was funny because earlier today I was thinking about how many challenges everybody was having with their live streams this week. And I ended up having to reboot the computer and do all kinds of things to actually get this live stream up and running. And wouldn't you know it, when I transitioned, my music was still in my ear. But in any event, we're up and running. Hopefully the picture and the audio look okay right now. Let me know in the comments if everything looks and sounds good. I'm looking at the video and the video looks off, so I'm going to tweak the video. But for some reason, OBS was not picking up my camera, so I was struggling to actually get an image of the video. But now that we have that, I definitely want to tweak that image because it just looks less than stellar. So the good thing about the Logitech C920 is we can, in fact, tweak that bad boy, advanced settings here, right on the fly, make that look better than it certainly looks at the moment. So we're going to take a moment. We're going to do a little tweakage. Looks a little bit better up there, but something looks not quite right. Let's see what this does here. Let me bring that down a little bit. That one a little bit. Just get it. And we'll call that better. We'll see how that looks. But I hope everybody is having a good week here on YouTube. I've been busy doing all kinds of things. Actually just had an interview, or I was a guest on a podcast right before this. I guess it's coming out on Monday when that comes out. I'll share that with you. That was with Rosh Sillers on the Tube Labs podcast. So I'll be sure to share that out on the socials with you guys. We're going to jump in the chat and say hello to everybody now that I've got all my technical difficulties out of the way. See who we have out there. We have Family History, Fanatic, Slap, Happy Jelly, lots of X's, and is it Zuzi World? Something like that. Frugal Granny, Freedom Using Farm and Labor. Who else is out there? JJ Gaming, Doug Houston, Ryan Raymond. Let's see. T and Sharinda TV. We have LX Abhe Vivo. Layla and Gloria, KS Lyrics, Danister TV, Journey into the Light Productions, 24/7 Grind Mode. Who else is out there? We have Mike Gretzinger. And we're scrolling. Kino Slice, Alan Osborne, Cracked Asphalt. Who else we got? Theotopics, Connor Minix, Queen Chi-Town, Savage Scientist, good to see you. Kavion Lacey, Mad Mike Sports, Good Vibes Only. And let's see, Aisha X. Let's see, Bent Lala Fatuma World. Probably messed that up, but hey, what are you gonna do? We got Sarah Dawn out there. How to Build Credit TV. A Step Ahead. Mike Gretzinger, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, CF and Doug. Hoping to set up a Parkinson's live stream. Awesome. Thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate it. And hey, if you guys happen to be in the stream, you weren't here last week, my channel was actually given or are part of what seems to be a small group of channels that has the super stickers. So like the super chat, you can go in there and select the opportunity. They're like little animated icons that you can purchase instead of the typical super chat. But I've been on some other live streams, including Daryl Eves, and they didn't have the functionality yet. So I guess I'm pretty lucky to have gotten it on the channel. So if anybody gets froggy and wants to try that out, when you click on the little super chat icon, you'll get the option for super chat or super stickers. So I guess they have stickers at a bunch of different price points, and they do different things, and they have different categories. But it's kind of cool looking, kind of a different take that they're trying out with a small group right now. So, and somehow I got it. I still haven't gotten channel memberships, and I'm approaching 40,000 subscribers, and you're eligible at 30. So, who knows? The weird way YouTube works. What are you gonna do? All right. Yeah, I definitely got lucky on that one. No guts, no glory out there. David 300, 3000. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Adam's exploits. I had a problem with my C920 live stream tonight. I don't know. You could adjust it while broadcasting. If the camera's not connected to OBS, you usually have to turn, like if it can't get the connection, you usually have to turn OBS off and on. If you're actually live streaming and you have your picture, you can adjust the settings of the Logitech during your live stream for sure. So that does come in handy. I still don't feel like the color's completely perfect, but we're going to just leave it like that for now because, you know, perfect is the enemy of good. So that's the way we're going to do. Let's see who else is out there. 3, 2, 1. It's game time. And that's somebody's channel name. I wasn't counting down for something. But like I said, all kinds of exciting stuff going on. For those of you who haven't heard, one of the things that I have been working on over the last few months was a course to start making courses for you guys. And I actually just released my first course. It's a completely free course called YouTube Jumpstart. And you can actually go to, let me throw this out there, .gc.start. So if you guys want to check that out and leave feedback, I'd love that. It is, yeah, right, Savage Scientist, thank you so much for the super chat. Rest in peace, Hangouts. Google Hangouts is no more. So I'm curious if you guys are using Google Hangouts and what you've chosen as a replacement. But the link that I just put is for the YouTube, and I should have put that in the actual thing there. Is for my first course called YouTube Jumpstart. Like I said, it's a free course. I'd love for you guys to check it out. There's actually a review process on there, and you can also interact and leave comments. So if you get a chance, check it out, see what you think of it, and let me know. I'd love to hear your feedback. All right. Sarah Dawn, okay, I'm AFK while I put the kettle on for tea, but I can still hear the audio, so I'm still here. All right, let's see what else is going on. I was using StreamYard, says Adam's exploits. I still haven't done anything with StreamYard yet. I've been a guest on a couple shows that actually use StreamYard. For those of you who have been using StreamYard, what are your thoughts on that? Let's see. Oh, it's pronounced Tia, so Tia Topics, but spelt that way because it's French. Interesting. Because when I was in high school, I had the girl who sat in front of me in math class. Her name was Thea, and it was spelled the same way. Let's see. First time here, Journey into Light Productions. Thank you so much. If you are in the chat, definitely hit that thumbs up button to let me know you guys were here. And if you have any questions about your channel, try to tag me if you can. It'll just make it easier for me to find questions. Otherwise, get your questions in the chat, and we will do our best to pick those out, and I will answer them the best I can. Let's see what else is going on out here. Yeah, so back to that C920, the adjustment. If you go into OBS and you right-click on your camera, and you go down to Properties, and then you can go into Video Settings, and you can actually adjust the C920 settings on the fly. Blacked Out Bob, do you know if you can cut out and not just trim using the YouTube editor? Yes, you can definitely cut out. And by cut out, you can go anywhere in the video and select a section and actually trim that out. So what you do, you got to click on trim, and when it brings you into the YouTube editor. I think I covered this in my tutorial, the YouTube how to use the YouTube video editor 2019. So check that video out. It shows you not only how to do the trim, the front and end trim, but how to drag your cursor anywhere. And then you click, I think it's like a trim or split button. And then when you split, you can drag in either direction from the split to select an area that's going to be removed. Now, the thing that's counterintuitive about it, and I think I mentioned it in the video, is the fact that it grays out an area when you drag it, and then it puts a little X above it, which kind of makes you think that if you click the X, it's going to cut out that section, but it actually removes the grayed out the fact that you have selected it. So you basically want to do a split and then drag it in either direction, and that'll give you a highlighted section that will be removed once you go into preview. Make sure it looks okay, and then hit save. I think is up in the upper right hand corner on the video editor. The video editor on YouTube is not designed to be a full-fledged editor and do all the things people want to do, but in terms of, I think they did it more so people who have potential content issues that are affecting their monetization or other issues, being able to remove stuff gives them the opportunity to fix a video without taking the whole video down. I think that's where they've been kind of heading with that. All right, let's see where we are. David 3000, what is the best settings for OBS? So one of the things OBS will do is if you install OBS right from the beginning, so if you download OBS and install it, during the setup process, it'll actually give you the option of running a test to determine your best settings. So, I mean, ideally, the best way to answer that question is your ideal settings are the max, the max bit rate you can based on the connection that you have. I think I'm set at I think I'm at 5,000 right now because my internet has been kind of flaky. I think I've been as high as 10 or 12. But it really just depends on the connection that you have in terms of how much you can push up to YouTube. But at the settings I have now, I can do HD streams. All right, let's see. Question. For anybody wondering, Sarah's tea is now brewing. Let's see. I'm so confused about getting my family videos through to the YouTube Kids app. Have people asked you about YouTube Kids? I haven't had too many people ask me directly about getting into YouTube Kids, and honestly, they've been changing things so much when it comes to kids. I'm not even sure what the requirements are to get into YouTube Kids. I know when I did a while back when we did a channel for my son, his content eventually got into YouTube Kids. I don't even know if it's still in there anymore, but I heard from a lot of people that they lost their ability to be in YouTube Kids. So I honestly do not know how they are currently determining that. Oh, David 3000, how did you make the text move on the bottom? So there is a source called text. You type in the text that you want, and then you add a filter to it. There's filters when you go into properties. And then in the filter, there is I believe it's called a scroll or movement. Let's see what it says here. So you go into filters. It is... Oh, will it not let me do it while it's... Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's not what I want. Where is... Oh, hang on. We'll do this one. I'll tell you exactly what it's called here. So it's called scroll. And then in scroll, there's a horizontal speed and a vertical speed. So if you adjust the horizontal speed, the text will scroll across the screen. All right. English breakfast tea with a bit of milk and sugar. That actually sounds good. I'm not a big tea drinker. Hey, Scully's House of Thrillers. Welcome to the live stream. How to use iRig preamplifier on phone? Yeah, that's a question I'm not going to be able to answer. I have no idea. Isn't the iRig just here, let me look real quick here. Oh, see, the iRig is kind of like the cloud lifter that I have. But it's okay. Oh, it's the okay. So it looks like the iRig is an amplifier that'll allow you to plug an XLR into a smartphone. So the only thing that you should really have to worry about, yeah, so it's a 48 volt phantom power preamp for an XLR to be able to feed it out to a cell phone, which means that all you really need to do to have that work is make sure that the connection on the 3.5 millimeter connection that plugs into your phone is the proper version. I'm trying to see if I have two different versions here. So there is a TRS. Let me see if I have a good example laying on my desk. There's probably, if you can, let's see. Sure, I have another one around here somewhere. There we go. So there's two types. Typically, there's two types of connections that go in terms of the 3.5 millimeter. I don't know if you can see this, but if you can see that, see how this particular one has, I don't know if you can get, if you can see it has two rings, those two black rings. This is actually a TRRS, or S, I said it backwards. I think it's TRRS. It has the two rings versus this one, which has one. Let me show you the difference here. In any case, depending on what type of device you're using, some take the ones with three or two rings, and some takes the one with one. I believe, and I'll double check. I want to say that is iPhone. I think iPhone is TRRS. iPhones, iPads, and Android phones have a TRRS, which stands for yeah, you can't make this stuff up. Stands for tip, ring, ring, sleeve. So it actually counts from the end. And then the other one with the one ring is just tip, ring, sleeve. For whatever reason, that's how they have identified these things. So if you're going into an iPhone, you need to have an adapter in some cases, depending on the type of connection that you have. Let's see. And I don't know what comes on that iRig device. Let's see here. See if any of these pictures actually show the end of it. Not really. Yeah, I don't know what the connection on that looks like, but depending on what it is, you may need an adapter to plug into a smartphone. How do you get YouTube to promote my videos? Make videos that people want to watch, and YouTube will do the rest. If you're making videos that people are responding to in a positive way, which means they are seeing your thumbnail, clicking on it with frequency, and then watching the video for a long time, then YouTube will take notice, and it will continue to expand the audience, and it will do that, continue to do that based on positive audience reaction. So each time your video gets exposed to a newer or a broader group of people, if the response from that group of people is positive, meaning that a lot of people are watching and they're watching for a longer duration of time, then they will continue to expand that ring of access out to people, and they'll keep going as long as people keep watching. Same question. How do I get YouTube to get my videos more out there? Anything you got on that? And as I was just saying, it's your ability to make more interesting videos that appeal to your audience. And as you do that and you're able to improve the watchability and the amount of time that people watch your content, then YouTube will automatically expand that audience out to more people. And then if people continue to respond, then they will continue to suggest your video to more and more people. Batman and Joker review show. I really enjoyed your video discussing the success of Janelle. Did you have any follow-up thoughts? It sounds corporate backed. So apparently Philip DeFranco has another channel called what is it called? Today We're With, or let's see if he has that out there. In any event, if you go on YouTube and search for Janelle, let's try Janelle interview. Okay. Really, you're going to do that to me? Ileana interview DeFranco. Well, that didn't get me the video I want to show you, but hey, it's good to see that my video is showing up in those search results. So we do straight up Janelle Ileana. It is called the channel's called A Conversation With, and Philip DeFranco actually had her in studio and interviewed her. Yeah, it just sounds like that her video just sent a bunch of good signals according to her in the interview. She didn't indicate that there was any type of preparation or plan, that she just put the video out there and what happened. So all right. Okay. Scrolling. How do I get my subscribers keep coming back to my channel? Make videos that they want to watch. And make sure I didn't miss anything else up here. Super Brick Lego Reviews. Sorry I'm late. Good to have you in the live stream again. And let's see. Making sure I did not miss anything. I think we're good. So, yeah. Also, I've been spending a lot of time working on the People of Video, which is the conference that I'm going to be hosting here in Albany, New York in May. So if you've never been to a conference and you want to get together with other YouTubers and online video creators to form relationships and collaborate and learn about everything that you need to do to build your brand and your business around your YouTube channel, and learn how to make money with your content and all of that good stuff, then definitely consider trying to make it out to the People of Video. It's going to be a good time. We're going to have some exciting speakers to announce to you soon. I actually put a few of the speakers up there, and we have many more to add. Currently, I'm the one doing the updates on that website, so I gotta get everybody else up there. But So far, for those of you who I know there's some people in the audience, we have Todd.Live is going to be speaking. Dale Roberts from Self Publishing with Dale is going to be with us as well. Andrew Can from TUBEBUDDY is going to be there. Oh, almost tried to kick my phone onto the floor. I always have a habit of sitting on my foot when I do these live streams, and then I have to continually alternate feet or else my entire leg will fall asleep. And let's see here. And we're going to pull up. Come on. Oh, that's a painful. Okay, there we go. And we need to adjust that down. Oh, there we go. All right, so at peopleofvideo.com is where I'm going to be announcing all of the speakers who are going to be there at People of Video. I've added a few so far, and we're going to have a lot more on there to share with you. We're just working out the all the details and getting everything a little more formal so I can share those with you. And so if you keep tabs on peopleofvideo.com, also go to facebook.com and search for People of Video and follow the page. That's another great way to keep tabs on the event and when we announce additional speakers and the schedule. I'm going to get all that put up for you as well. It's got venue information and how you can get your tickets. And the exciting thing that we've been able to add is that we now have the ability to do virtual tickets. So if for some reason you can't actually come hang out with us in Albany, then you do have the ability to watch it via live stream by buying a virtual ticket. So that's pretty exciting as we continue to move on. Like I said, we'll be able to announce more speakers and get all that information out to you. So it's going to be a fun time, and I would love to see you guys there. And we're going to do that. And I will be adding additional speakers here in the next week or so. So keep an eye out for those. Is there any good extension like TubeBuddy to track your watch time, like for monetization stuff? So once you apply for monetization on YouTube, you can actually go to your channel page and it'll show you your current count and how much more you need to get monetized. Let's see here. Yeah, Scully, self-publishing with Dale. He is going to be a speaker at People of Video. Sarah Dawn, actually, I've got a question for you. I plan to subtitle my work in other languages. Is there a way to highlight that it's available in this language in search somehow? You could include, perhaps include keywords in that particular language for the video. I actually have one video where I've actually put the title of the video in 3 different languages in the description of it to help people find it for ones that I have and you can actually publish, let me see if there's a way for me to show that to you. Let's see here. If we go to YouTube, let's see if it shows up good in the transcription section. All right, so for one thing, you can open your transcriptions up to your public, to the public, which allow people to submit them for you. Let's see here. Is this the... Interesting. Apparently, there's been quite a few new ones added there that I have to go through. But for one thing, when you open up your community tab or your transcriptions to the public, people will do translations for you, and then they'll show up in here, and you can go in and review them and decide whether they're accurate or not, and then publish them to give the information like from your descriptions and whatnot in your actual in the video itself. And let's see, is this the published one? You can tell I spent a lot of time in here. I think for my... Yeah, that's not a very glorious navigation system, so... yeah, it puts everything in there. In any event, in here is where they would show up, and then you can actually publish them. And I'm not exactly, to be quite honest, I'm not sure how they go about. I would imagine if somebody sets their default language to a language that you have an alternate description for, perhaps that's when they see them, but I honestly have never looked it up. So I honestly do not know when they come into play. But I had done some research a while back in terms of doing some transcriptions to see if it had any significant impact on my traffic for a couple videos, and I didn't really notice a ton of that, but I assume if the content right or the subject matter is correct, you'd have a lot more, there'd be a lot more value in doing that. Yeah, we have a great collection of speakers so far, and there's going to be some pretty good ones coming up. So, all right, here. Yep, an entire alternate description for sure. All right, so one of the things that I was considering doing this evening, and I think I might, tonight might be a good night to try this, is experimenting with different lengths. So I think tonight we're going to try to do an hour on the live stream, which means I'm going to open up channel reviews right now. So if you'd like to have your channel reviewed, I want you to go ahead and tag at Creator Fundamentals and then list your channel name. Make sure you're logged into the channel that you'd like me to review, because if you're not, I won't be able to do the review. And we will try to take a look at some channels. I can't guarantee that I'm going to get to everybody who asks for a channel review. If you do want to be sure to get a channel review, you can use Super Chat to jump to the front of the line on those. Otherwise, I will grab some random selections from the people who ask, and we'll take a look at those channels and see what we can find in terms of opportunities there. So now's the time at Creator Fundamentals and list your channel name, and we will grab some channels to review. playing with this little mini dead cat, and it's gonna make me sneeze. I'm not even. I think this came with my my lapel mic. Teeny tiny little dead cat. All right, put that there. You know what? Right now, I'm gonna try. Let's see. I gotta show you right now. So I have a standing desk. So my actual desk, my computer is underneath the desk. And let's see if I can show you guys this. This is the situation right now under my desk. Oh, my cord's too short. The cat is asleep on top of the computer. That's Mansion. One of two cats. All right, so oh, hang on. All right, cool. Let's see here. Oh, feeling the yawns coming on. It's been a long day. Tia Topics. So you've reviewed my channel before. I'd just like you to check out my last 4 thumbnails and new intro on my latest video. All right, here. So let's take a peek here real quick. All right, so last 4 thumbnails we will take a look at real quick. All right, so let's see what we're doing. I like this thumbnail. Like, so this one's good. This is, I like the background. Everything about this is it's well organized here. Like this one, I would always try to keep text off of your face. You want to try to keep that. Let's see, extremely defined curls. How to get super defined curls. See, I almost think you would be better off if you didn't put any text and maybe did like a tighter shot so you could actually see the curls better. If you do want to keep the text, I would try to keep the text from touching your face like it is now. You want to give yourself room and the text room. Give it room to breathe, so to speak. And I think generally speaking, just from a spacing everything out, like this is another one, like I feel if you move this element here over this way so it wasn't overlapping on you, that might just give a better spacing on that. But below the relationships that don't exist. And I feel like you probably, I would probably experiment with these with like not so many little emojis. You know, maybe one that set the mood. But like I would probably go one or the other, then kind of speckling them all over your thumbnails like that. Just because at some point you give the viewer too many things to pay attention to, and they end up paying attention to nothing. So you want to kind of create a thumbnail that draws their attention to something. And when you have something like this, where you got this guy, this little one over here and down here, and you say something over here, and then you're here, you know, trying to understand where the focus is gets a little bit cluttered than that. But like this, I'd probably lose one of the emojis on this one as well. But generally speaking, I like that thumbnail. It's interesting. It's intriguing. It makes you want to stop and figure out what's going on. All right. Okay. Got that one. And let's take a look at this next channel. We have Mad Mike Sports, daily uploads 12 to 4. Mad Mike Sports. Obviously, based on the name, we know it's sports related. If I was going to critique anything on this page, it would be the disconnect between the color and the font use up here, and then your icon here, using different text in a different color red. But otherwise, I think that gives people Mad Mike's take on trending sports topics. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. I actually am subscribed to a channel that kind of does this with mostly baseball called John Boy. I don't even know how it got recommended to me, but it's basically it basically recaps. It's kind of like a voiceover on plays from Major League Baseball and some other topics. But let's see here. Falcons Q&A. No deal. Agent not taking it seriously. So, again, whenever possible, I would try not to step on the imagery with the text. Like this here where it's actually on his head. I would try to find a better way to compose this so this didn't happen. Like maybe if you slid him over in this area here, then you could have that. But you just kind of lose something when you stack your text up on top of the part of the image that should be the interesting part. Is covered up partially by text. It just kind of clouds the message a bit. All right, and then see what you got going on your main page here. So I would think there's an opportunity because it looks like you're obviously Georgia-based sports is what I'm seeing mostly. Obviously with the Atlanta Falcons and Georgia Bulldogs. You might want to convey that in your channel art that you are, either Atlanta-based or Georgia-based sports. If that's not the case and you do cover stuff outside Atlanta, let's see. Hawks, Falcons. Yeah, you're pretty, let's see. So yeah, I would probably try to communicate in some form or fashion that you are primarily an Atlanta or a Georgia sports talk. So you can do that in your about section by describing the types of specific sports topics that you cover. You can also do that in your channel art here. That'll help people understand exactly what type of content you're going to be covering. Now, what I was saying was if you do cover content beyond Atlanta, then you would want to communicate that on your channel page by having playlists out here that aren't all Atlanta. Atlanta Falcons Talk, Atlanta Falcons Central, sports topics, popular upload. Like this is kind of generic here. So And then even that's Hawks News and Rumors. So definitely seems to be an Atlanta tilt here that you might want to communicate in your channel art so people know to expect that from your content. All right. All right, we'll put that there and do that one. And the next channel is Ashat X. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. So the thing that kind of looks very Pink Floydy there. So there's a lot going on in your channel art. A lot of it's going to be lost on mobile. You got these little side things going on, and I feel like the communication part of your channel art that would actually tell people the important stuff, like what your channel's about, seems really tiny over here on the side, and that's gonna get cut at some point somewhere around here. It's gonna get cut by the by when viewing it on mobile. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So, and again, when you're doing your description, always lead what your content is in terms of what's in it for the viewer. So, hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I love making gaming and music. Try to phrase it in a way of why somebody would be interested in. What are you providing to them that makes them want to subscribe to your channel? Because this is all, I'm making a channel, you might want to know about it, here it is, versus you creating content to provide value to the people that are viewing your channel. Videos, and let's see here. Okay. Let's play Heavy Rain. Let's play We Happy Few. So like, I'm assuming this is like the logo of the game. I would probably, just because these thumbnails look so much alike, like you have this split screen thing where you're showing, I assume you're showing imagery from the game. But I would try to be focused a lot more on the imagery from the game and less on this huge logo. If you want to include the logo, I'd probably, scale that down, maybe put it in the corner, just to, represent the game, but really try to use the imagery to get people interested in to actually click on the videos. And like these, where you're actually putting yourself on the thumbnail, I think that's a great way to build the brand recognition of yourself in your content. And you want to get in the habit of doing that up here and in here and on your actual thumbnail so people can recognize you and your content, down the road if they see something, being suggested or something, to know that it's from your channel. And you want to get your stuff listed on your home page. And we got uploads, past live streams, popular uploads. Yeah, I would try to get, more details in the description of your playlists. Try to get more playlists listed out here horizontally so people can see what type of content that you're making and why they might be interested in subscribing to your channel. All right. Okay. All right. The next channel up is Journey into the Light Productions. All right. So the first couple things I see on this channel. I think, is this your... So you just started, I'm assuming, or 55 subscribers and one. Let's see, 268, 26. Okay. All right. So obviously you're just starting out, so there's not a lot to compare. Generally speaking, I like your channel art, but it kind of stops. It stops short of the actual space that's provided. So I would try to get whatever additional images you need to fill in this space so it doesn't look like your channel art doesn't actually fit. Capturing beautiful sunrise. I would also try to think about branding in some form. I see you've got this little icon here, which kind of looks like this, but then this doesn't seem to be connected to either of those, and I'm not sure necessarily that this little that's going to give enough information. I guess if you're consistent with it, but I'm assuming you're a photographer based on. Let's see what you're here. Let's close this. See what the about section says. You don't need to travel far to see the beauty of the world. I find it everywhere I look in my backyard. I want to share the feeling through my videos. Uplifting your spirit. Okay. So, first YouTube upload, sunrise. Just want to see something here real quick. All right, so when I look at that thumbnail that you've chosen, I mean, just coming in right here and seeing this image, this particular image is just like super intriguing for somebody. And you're much more likely, I would think, to get somebody. I mean, it looks like you're basically, are you just zooming in and out of still shots? Is that what this is? No, is that just like your intro? I don't really want to play the video, but okay. All right, then. Let's see, sunrise. So I see these pictures, which I'm assuming are stills from it, but I would probably, like, that is much more dramatic and interesting, just in you know, for the type of content that you're talking about here, than this particular selection. So you want to make sure that you're selecting something for your thumbnail that stops people in their tracks, gets them interested in the video or the content, so they come and actually check it out and see what you have going there. But obviously it's great. You got your first video up. That is awesome that you've started. It is 2 months old, so I would encourage you to try to make videos on a more frequent basis to be able to grow here on YouTube. All right. Let's see. All right, so next channel up here we'll grab quick. Layla and Gloria. So we have your channel art up here. We look at the about section. Hey guys, Layla and Gloria, welcome to our channel. Enjoy. Definitely want to describe to people what you are offering on your channel, what interests people, what they can expect by watching the channel. And that's going to, you know, encourage people to subscribe or not to subscribe. I see you got your 3 videos in, 3 months, 4 weeks, and 5 hours. I'd probably try to find a little more consistent schedule than that. Hopefully this here is the start of your renewed commitment to the channel. And then I would also, as you continue to work on your channel, look into doing actual custom thumbnails. Those, I think those are screen prints. And then continue to focus on making content on a consistent basis. I would not be directing people to Instagram at this point in the process of growing your channel. I would try to keep everything focused on YouTube. I would also try to put something in your channel art that actually defines what you're going to be making content about and why people should care. Okay. All right. Give me just a moment here. And we're scrolling. I feel like people were watching on a delay here. I see some requests later on in the mix here. Not going to be able to do all of these latecomers, but I'll pick a couple here and try to do them. Did that one. All right, let's do a couple more quick ones here. We've got Totally Tanya Vlogs. A day without laughter is a day wasted. Okay, about. My name is Tanya, wife and mother. Love to make videos and vlogs. Enjoy writing, fitness. Okay. See videos. So the one thing about hashtags, for one, I would never start my title with a hashtag. I don't know what this BB21 is, but if you're not the only person using that hashtag, it's basically going to make your videos difficult to find. And you're going to lead people away from your content. So this looks like TV content. Which, yeah, this all looks like stuff from television, which really wouldn't be a vlog. So I'm a little confused on what your content is. This almost looks like had a house like Big Brother or something. Yeah, so I'm not really sure what we're doing here. This just looks like clips from TV. So you definitely want to make original content. You can run into a lot of problems just posting clips from copyrighted content like this. And you're also not really staying true to what you are saying that you're making videos about. Wife and mother, joy, family, fitness, and more. But I don't see any videos that are actually that look like. These all look like TV show things from reality TV show videos. So I'm a little confused about what we're looking at here. All righty. All right, and let's see. We just rolled up on 10 o'clock. Let me grab one last channel here. Take a peek. All right, next channel we're going to look at is Freedom Using Farm and Arbor. Okay, looks like we got, is this like Homestead maybe? Let's see here. Tired of the rat race, come follow me on journey, strive for more sustainable lifestyle, documented here on YouTube. Finally becoming debt-free, more freedom, concentrate on what matters, transforming my quarter acre into a fertile pasture garden and homestead. Cool. All right. Let's take a look at your videos. Charity work, tree works. Had enough with work, time for some play. So we're kind of doing this kind of vloggy kind of content. Kind of looks like moving chickens, tractors. Let's see what we got going on here. Maybe. We'll try. Come on. All right. Let's see here. Got some chickens going. Doing some work. All right. Working. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I mean, the one thing, you have an opportunity to come up with some kind of branding here where we kind of tie everything together so people look at a video and can tell that it actually comes from your channel. You know, whether that's incorporating this little guy as a logo or something, or including yourself in your channel art and your icon and your thumbnails, something to kind of let people know or get familiar with your content. And as you do that, you want to share that content here on the home page. And we're getting really slow here. So you got this, you got your descriptions. I tend to prefer the actual horizontal playlists only because it gives you a lot more of your thumbnails and titles, which is typically the two pieces of information people are going to use to choose to watch a video rather than digging into the description that the vertical ones also provide. So just a personal preference in terms of getting the most content out there that people can scroll through and find something interesting. But that would be that. And then, yeah, if you're going to use hashtags, try to keep them like this, where it's only going to find your content. So in that case, that should work for you. All right. Doug. The homestead life. All right. All right, so like I said, we're going to try something different tonight, and we're going to try doing this at the 60-minute mark. So I appreciate everybody coming to hang out tonight. I hope you were able to pick some helpful information from the channel reviews and the Q&A and all that good stuff. Just as a reminder, this video is sponsored by TUBEBUDDY, if you couldn't tell by the bottom of the screen and the side of the screen. Wearing my my TUBEBUDDY gang shirt here Kathy Arts. But if you are new to the live stream, you want to see future content, including future live streams that can help you simplify YouTube, make sure you click that subscribe button and the bell notification icon before you head out this evening. And keep coming back. We're here every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, to answer questions, get channel reviews. It's a good idea if you're trying to get a channel review to get here nice and early, so you are ready to type in your channel when we give the call for channel reviews. Fortunately, I can't do all the channel reviews every single night, but we got a few of them in there tonight, so hopefully they help you. And if you don't happen to get your channel reviewed, watching channel reviews, other channels getting reviewed is equally as helpful, because a lot of the stuff is very repetitive. People tend to have the same opportunities for improvement on their channel, so that is something to keep in mind for sure. But I appreciate you coming and hanging out tonight. Have a good night. I will see you guys in the next live stream. I have new content coming out here a little bit later this week, so be sure to keep an eye out for that, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.